What's going on YouTube? QKG here, and welcome to my very late Mad Max review. This was a game I literally picked up on Penguin a while ago, and I actually did see how this game played for a minute, and it really looked fun. So I was like, you know what, I might as well give it a shot. I've really never even seen the Mad Max movies, but the game looked interesting, so I figured I might as well give it a shot. So, without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get started.
It's off. Bet you need to keep her filled with a steady diet of primo ammunition, huh?
Always need ammo. Keep talking.
There's something brewing out there. War boys from Gastown are tightening the noose fierce-like. I hear the leader Scrotus got his gumballs sawed up by some wild dudes. This land is about to be scorched by Gastown wrath. Our weapons won't do. I need powder. Black, deadly, and smoky.
Alright, so let's go ahead and kick off the story. You are stranded out in the desert after fighting the big cheese of the wasteland, and you're pretty much left for dead with no vehicle. And then you come across this Quasimodo looking dude named Chumbucket. And long story short, these guys team up pretty much to get revenge and just come across other interesting characters in the game, which was really a highlight of the game. It kind of made the game feel like you were actually going through an entire adventure instead of just playing like a kind of just movie rip-off game. But honestly, the game does fall short in the story. It really was hard just to get this game to keep my attention. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm just one of these dumb gamers who just need to have explosions flying everywhere, but honestly, the story was pretty forgettable. I pretty much forgot what happened in like the first, I don't know, a few hours, but the game story just did not hold up that well. Yes, it was a very good, it had very good character development. I actually loved a lot of characters in the game, but when it came just to the story, I don't know, bro. This was not a good look for these single player games, man. Now, for the gameplay, this game heavily borrows from the Arkham style combat, but tries to twist it up just a little bit. If you don't know much about that style of combat, simply mash X, counter for Y, and in this game, maybe shoot your gun every now and again, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, they do try to throw some of their own taste in there, like some of the cool wall combos where you can beat a grunt's ass against the wall, which I actually really liked, and actually having the choice to have a perfectly timed counter, which this means is there's going to be a little circle on the button that's going to be your counter. Mine was Y because I used an Xbox 360 controller, and if you hit it perfectly, it'll zoom in, stopping you do a hard hitting counter, which was actually pretty nice. Now, he did have a Fury mode, which I definitely remember seeing, and I think it was the first Arkham game I played where he has a nice cool streak and then all his hits are really powerful, which was similar to that. Now, it was just kind of just like, bruh, you could have did a little bit more with that. But that's not where all the fun happens. Most of the fun will happen on the road. And you can actually customize your car, either snipe, harpoon, or even just completely nitro through enemies like it ain't nothing. And the world is vast and open world, so you're actually going to be driving all around the desert. There's different terrains, and it's just pretty much a fun experience actually being behind that wheel of the car, which was pretty good. Now, like I said, there are plenty of these upgrades for your car so you can actually keep grinding out and just pretty much get your car max decked out. But like I said, I don't know if it was that much to be able to save this game when it came to gameplay, but I did really enjoy the driving in the game. Combat was good. I did enjoy going through different like enemy little bunkers or whatever and actually beating their ass all over the place. It was fun, but at times it felt very easy. But I don't know, man. Not much to say about the gameplay. Alright, now here's what sucked for this game. Honestly, the story. It was very boring to me. It was just and this game actually had a lot going for it, but it really dropped the ball in the story because honestly, it was hard for me to pay attention to that boring ass story. But sure, Chum Bucket was cool, and there were a lot of neat characters, but the overall story was just and not to mention just the Arkham style ripoff right there. It had very little twist and variety, which I really did not like. Don't get me wrong, I love the Arkham style combat. Actually, Shadow of Mordor does a perfect way of actually twisting that into their own. With Shadow of Mordor having different ways to actually be able to kill your enemy and having all these cool executions. I swear, they had like 20 executions, and then as you progress in the game, you even get more ways to finish off your enemies. So that was a perfect way to make that into their own, and yet that game was open world too, which was pretty good. And sad to say, this game had a lot going for it. If it really was not for the driving with this game, it would just be another movie game spinoff, and that's pretty much it. So After all that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give this game a final rating, and I would definitely give this game a 6 out of 10. I'm not saying like this game was terrible. This is the worst game I ever played. I did enjoy it. This game had things that you enjoy. When people do hear a lot of negative stuff on games, they think, "Oh, this game is just not worth my time." No, it's just me critiquing the game. This was my overall opinion. Yes, I did have fun driving. I had all fun with the combat, even though it borrowed from that Arkham style a little bit way too much and barely adding very little innovation to it. Like Shadow of Mordor actually added a lot of innovation to that shit, but it had some good things about the game which I did enjoy, so don't be afraid by the 6 out of 10. And would I recommend picking up this game right now? Yes, I do, on Kingwin, when that game is $15 like it still is. That's actually how I ended up buying this game, was when my buddy, one of my buddies actually told me, yeah, go ahead and pick up that Mad Max 16. So I was just like, hey, bro, I got you, Jay. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to this very quick review. I just wanted to go ahead and get straight to the point, get all my thoughts out there. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is Quentin with Quentin Knows Games, and peace out.